نحن عرفنا باب الجنة وهو الباب العالي الواسع، هو مرضاة عظيم المنة وهو المعطي وهو المانع. نحن عرفنا باب الجنة وهو الباب العالي الواسع، هو مرضاة عظيم المنة.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Well, I hope that you enjoyed the Hadith of Jibreel. Now, I keep saying the Hadith of Jibreel or the Hadith of Gabriel. The reason why? Well, after that stranger asked his last question about the final hour or the timing of the final hour, and after the Prophet Muhammad, may Allah exalt his mention, gave him the answer, well, the man disappeared in the thin air. You know, he left. The Prophet's companions noticed that he walked out. But after that, he disappeared in the thin air. The Prophet Muhammad, may Allah exalt his mention, rested his head on his hand like this for a while. Then he said to Umar, who happened to be next to him, "Do you know who was that stranger?" Umar said, "Allah and his messenger know best. I don't know." He said, "That was Gabriel, who came to teach you," that is you, all the addressing the companions, to teach you your faith. So he came in a shape of a man and was started asking the Prophet Muhammad, may Allah exalt his mention, about these questions, these issues. What is Islam? What is Iman? What is Ihsan? And when is the final hour? He said he came to teach you your faith. There you go. Now this hadith actually, wait a minute, before we go, as we know, the sign that the Prophet Muhammad, may Allah exalt his mention, talked about, that is when the female slave gives birth to her own master or mistress. It happened because at one time there was, people used to own female slaves in large number, because at the time, of course, it was bought and purchased and sold everywhere. Female bondswomen. That's how they were. But of course, nowadays, there's no such thing. There's no such thing. In other words, nobody can have an excuse, and when he sleeps with a woman, he would say, "She is my female." No way, forget it, man. That's not the issue. No, it's very serious. But in the meantime, I want you to know that this is not one of the major signs of the final hour. You see, our Prophet Muhammad, may Allah exalt his mention, told us there are minor signs and major signs of what? Of the final hour. Minor signs, actually, we are witnessing them everywhere. Well, to tell you this fact, do you know that the birth of the Prophet Muhammad, may Allah exalt his mention, and his death are among the signs, the minor signs of the final hour. Furthermore, we can see that liquor consumption is prevalent. Very good. One of the signs of the final hour. Fornication is prevalent, well, everywhere in the world. Okay? Well, in other words, there are many minor signs of the final hour. But when it comes to major signs, that's something else. Major signs, that things that actually happen breaking through the course of nature. These are the major signs. When the Prophet Muhammad, may Allah exalt his mention, said that Jesus will descend from heaven, because if you know, right now he is in heaven. You know, because nobody crucified him, nobody killed him. As Allah says, وَمَا قَتَلُوهُ وَمَا صَلَبُوهُ وَلَكِنْ شُبِّهَ لَهُم. They neither killed him nor crucified him, but the one they did was someone else, was not Jesus. Gabriel took Jesus from his room, wherever he was, all the way up to heaven. And he is in the heaven right now. He's in the heavens. So when he comes, his descendants from heaven will be one of the major signs of the final hour. Likewise, a pseudo-Christ, the appearance of pseudo-Christ, the appearance of Gog and Magog, and so on and so forth. All these are major signs. But one of the final and the last major signs, when the sun shall rise from the west. We know that the sun right now rises from the east and sets in the west. But as a major sign, it will be the other way around. And that's what the Prophet Muhammad, may Allah exalt his mention, told us. And I told you, I want to emphasize this fact. Brothers and sisters, whatever I gives you a hadith, I just want you to make sure that all of them are authentic hadith. All of them. So please keep that in mind. Inshallah, next time I'll be talking about another issue of the same topic. Until then, Assalamu alaikum.
نحن عرفنا باب الجنة وهو الباب العالي الواسع، هو مرضاة عظيم المنة وهو المعطي وهو المانع. نحن عرفنا باب الجنة وهو الباب العالي الواسع، هو مرضاة عظيم